everybody. God knows me and his plans for me. How are we decided? It's Friday. Why do I feel like it's Saturday? Wow. How has your week been? Mine has been up and down. It's been one that I have had to practice what I preach and get some joy, even when I wasn't feeling it. But knowing that joy is not a state of whatever is happening on the outside, but knowing whose you are. So today is my finale for August. Hi Tega, hi Annie. I see you. So today is the finale of my guests that I'm gonna have on FLAWED video blog, and I've got the media girl. She's going to come up soon. She's already on there. So I just want to give some people an opportunity to get back in here before we start. I normally come in a bit early just so that everything is working and you can hear me very well and the lights are okay. This is like an on-the-job training for us, so we're getting used to this. Every day I'm getting more and more comfortable doing this. And I hope it's blessing you all as well. So I was saying that the week, thank you, Tega. It's good to have you here as well. Great support to Annie. And this week has just been, it's been deeply reflective. I think it's just been one of reflection. And it's just made me really, really tap into the things that I've been, preaching about and talking about, which is self-control, getting joy even when things are not looking right. So I'm excited today because I've been talking to this lovely young lady, an intelligent young lady and hardworking young lady. But before she comes on, we have to do a boogie. I know who I am, victory, that's my name. I know who I am. How's everybody? So, even if things are not working right, even if everything is coming to you, even if it just feels like, hey, just have joy. Have joy. Know that it will be fine. Know who you are and whose you are, and know that you have got the victory. So I am going to put this on hold and I'm going to invite Annie on. I see her there already, so I'm going to try and invite her on now. Start once she comes on. I have invited her. Yay! People don't understand why we're extra excited, right? Let me put my earphones on, and then we start. Hi everybody. Hi Bodo. Thanks for joining. Hi everyone. Thanks for supporting and coming in. We are extra excited because everything that wanted to happen was going to happen today. But you know what? We stuck in there. We had faith. We believe. We were proactive. You see, faith without works is dead. So at the same time, we had faith, but we were proactive, So, so it's really great to see you. Great to have you here. I am excited. I knew this was what was going to happen today. I knew me and you on here, we were just going to be laughing, and they're just going to be thinking, these two people, they don't understand this our laughter. It just gives me joy because this week has just been somehow, but
You just have to keep on having the joy. And it's good to have you here. So tell me quickly before we laugh it all through for the next hour. Thanks for everybody coming in. I see your people are coming in. You got some serious support, man. I like your peoples. I like your Tega especially. Tega, who's Tega? Tega is like
Oh,
Tega is your one man fan club, one man.
number one fan. Number one fan.
Everybody needs a Tega in their life. They all need a Tega in
Yes,
their
to be
life.
honest.
So tell me, introduce
Yes.
yourself. Who are you and what do you do? Because you are not what you do. So
Yeah.
let's go for it.
Tan, 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 tan. Hi. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Angie, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Like, I'm so excited. And I thank God for this day because I think you should know better. A lot wanted to crash out, but thank God. So my
We're
name
not.
is Hannah Sampson, and my Igbo name is Enyidiya. Enyidiya.
What's your
That's my
Igbo
Igbo
name?
name.
Are you Igbo?
Yes, I'm Igbo. I'm Igbo.
You're Igbo.
Yes, I am.
I didn't know you're Igbo. You said you're from Port Harcourt, so I just assumed. I didn't know you're Igbo.
I'm from Abia State, not Port
Oh,
Harcourt.
from the Abia state. Incredible. Okay, I'm keeping my mouth quiet. Speak, my Igbo sister.
Yeah, yeah. So yes, I'm a media girl. I'm into cinematography. I'm more of a camera girl. Yeah, I had a camera and my editing classes. I'm actually taking up on that and I'm trying. People who are editors that are good at it, I'm wondering, God, where did they get the strength from? To be honest, I envy them, and I'm super grateful to God for the gifts that He has given to each and every one of them because to edit, Angie, is not quite easy. You have to
Wow.
really, really be determined to get the editing skills like right. You have to do it right, but I'm getting there. I'm trying. I'm really, really trying.
Definitely.
I'm really
So
trying.
so so you're from Abia and you're doing so
Yep.
your camera you're starting off as a camera. So what do you do with video is it videography or what do you do as a camera girl?
Videography specifically, videography. I don't really do photography. I tried learning photography. I did
So what is
this
what is
stopped me, so I had to. Okay,
what is
yeah,
videography? Tell us what is videography?
okay. It's basically like taking shots, taking different like a motion shot, not like still shots. You take your motion stuff, shots, then put them together. That's the editing. When after taking your shot, you take the part of editing. Then when you're done with your editing, put up together. That's where you have your amazing videos out there. So videography is basically taking different shots and then putting it up together to get your movie, your films, your amazing um, views, whatever you see, like you get stuck watching, and that's
So are
basically
you
that.
are you one of those ones that wear that whole looks like an armor suit and the camera is basically your fist when you're moving with it, you wear that. I think that kind
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah. But I don't. That's more like there are some ladies that do it as well, but I've actually not tried it. Yeah, but we have guys in my workplace that actually put on the armor, stuff like that. Then they put on their camera on it, and then use it to
so what
move
made you
around.
pick because what made you pick that? Because you were when I messaged you and I said I wanted to interview you, I noticed that you were like, why did she pick me? And I will tell you why. One of the few things was I think we'd spoken on some other person's platform or something. I can't remember what it was. And I started following you. So I wanted to know what you were about. And I noticed that you were doing this. And I thought, she's such a beautiful girl. She's such a gorgeous girl. And you are. And a lot of people, a lot of things. Thank you. Thank you. I know, darling. You're just sweet. You know, so but and a lot of and I'm not downing people for being attractive or whatever. I'm not saying there's anything wrong in that, but and I'm not saying that just being attractive does not mean you're intelligent. I'm just saying that you decided to be behind the camera, and I found that curious. um that you were behind the camera and not in front of the camera. And I kind of found that more intriguing, and I think we got talking, and I just wanted to know, did you see other women? Did you have other women to inspire you to go into this? What's it like? Or why did you pick this route and not in front of the camera?
Yeah. Okay. Basically, first I started handling camera from church. So, but right inside the church, I started handling camera. I I realized that for me, for my kind of person, I think visuals actually get me stuck into getting to know what is happening about something. Probably, I think most times I feel that one day someone will come up with the idea of, they have audio books right now. I think
Yeah.
someone should also come up with the idea of visual books because most
Of
times
what kind of books? What books?
visuals, like
Visual books.
yes, visual
Yes.
books. So I um, actually enjoy getting to watch things, getting to like get the video than just listening or than just reading it. So these are one of my motivations about being behind the camera. Those beautiful images you make, and then people are like, oh, like you make them excited, like you give them the joy. They watch it. People that probably get married. Like I was telling a friend of mine, I said, for any reason I get married today, I think one of the things I'm going to do is see my wedding video. I'm not going to joke with it. Anybody that will handle my videography on my wedding day, that person should not joke with it because it gives you the memories. Like you keep watching them, and no matter the challenges, because marriage will come with its own challenges. But by the time you watch it, remember the day you took that vow and said, "Yes, I do." Remember every damn thing that you said on that altar, how you walked in, how your father took you in, the dance and everything. Trust me, you just be smiling, and probably if it is your husband or your wife, just tell me, sit down, let's watch this together. And then you just everything will just come
So
alive again. So that's
so
one of the things.
capturing moments for you is to capture the
Capturing
actual
moments.
moments, not just in still, but capturing the moments
Yeah,
in real as it's happening, as it's evolving.
exactly, exactly, exactly.
And that's beautiful. So you've definitely got a creative eye.
Yep.
Is your background anything creative? What's your
Mm,
academic or professional background?
I studied accounting. Initially, I wanted to do mass communication, and my dad loved accounting. He said, the school I wanted to attend, firstly, I applied. They said they don't do mass communication course there. So my dad said, accounting is a good course, go for it. And I went for it. Anyways, thanks be to him and thanks be to God, the certificate is inside my box. So probably he'll come and practice accounting with the certificate. But for me, this is my life. Like, I'm happy
But
doing
you
this.
never know. But you, like you said, there's nothing. I don't believe there's any knowledge that's a waste. So
Yep, exactly.
even if you're not practicing accounting right now, you know how to
Mm-hmm.
handle your money when you're doing business, when you're
Of
doing the
course,
creative business.
of course,
Because
of course.
a lot of creatives, and I think this is where I have a passion for as well, is because I understand how you can be so creative. You can't. You really shouldn't be. It's better for creatives need to be able to concentrate on their creativity. To be able to be a creative and you're handling your money or your business, it's a bit
Mm-hmm.
much for a creative mind. So a lot of times creatives are very good at producing their work and not making
Mm-hmm.
any
And
money
then,
for it,
yep, yep, that's
or
true.
not
A
or
lot of
not able
creatives,
or not able to market their business properly, or
exactly,
not able to
exactly.
handle them. And that's one place that I definitely have a passion for, because
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
sorry. Do
yeah,
you
go
know
on.
one thing? You know one thing. For someone like me right now, that I have the idea of accounting and then I'm a creative. Even if at the end of the day I'm not managing the both of them as at when due or properly, it will give me the idea that even if I want to employ somebody to manage the finance part of my business, I know what to employ.
You have the knowledge.
I have the knowledge. I know what
You
to
have the
employ.
knowledge.
Yep.
So
That's just
so
that.
are there a lot of women in this industry? Have you met any? Have you got any that are like mentors or women that inspire you within the industry in Nigeria? Or
In Nigeria, I don't really, in quotes, have anyone that inspired me. The only person that I know that inspires me in Nigeria is T.Y. Bello. But basically, she's into photography.
she's a
But
photographer,
trust
yes.
me, she's actually a photographer, but it's still media. And she, most times, I go on YouTube and watch her past what's it called, interviews where they ask her questions and the rest of them. And I'm much more inspired because one, I'm not just a creative and then basically I'm doing secular in quotes. I'm actually um, I'm actually a media personnel inside the church, and TY Bello is more like an inspiration that you can actually do media and still maintain your faith in Christ. So whether you're doing secular or you're actually doing gospel, in quotes, most times creatives tend to get carried away. To be honest,
It's the
especially in
thing we do.
Nigeria, is everything is everywhere. They get carried away if they are not careful, because everything is just going swift, fast. Everything is revolving around. You just want to get things done, and then before you know it, if you're not careful, that believer that you think you are, you're losing it. You're
So I
losing
want
it.
to. So you're bringing me to ask you an interesting question, which is something I do ask. I believe as as um as a person of faith, as a believer, your gifts, your talent is not meant only for the four walls of your assembly. Now,
Yes.
God is giving you a gift and a talent that is for the world that you live in. You don't live separate from anybody else. And if you are, and I have a challenge that the whole church secular, scrap that. We live in life. You live, church is not the building you go to. You are the church.
You are the
You
church. Yeah.
you are the church. And so you don't take yourself out of places. But if you have a gift and a talent and delivering excellence, excellence is universal. And if anything, as a believer, we should be the ones that are, presenting excellence,
Yes.
diligence, professionalism, all those things, it shouldn't be mediocre because it is quote unquote church. It is your skill, it is your talent. And I think it will be very limiting because your gifts and talents are just the things that give you doorways to interact with other people, to have relationships.
Yeah.
So really the main thing is not the gift and the talent. The gift and talent is just a way to interact, to have relationships. So
Mm-hmm.
how are we going to share our faith and grow if we're not interacting? How are we going to take this light that is in us if we all stay in the light and not take this
Exactly.
light into the dark? So
That's true.
I just wanted to correct that don't feel, even being carried away. It's like, oh, if you don't stay within, you know, people of faith only. People of faith only should not be just what you do on a Sunday and a Wednesday. Your
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle, your interaction, your everyday people should be your brother and sister. You
Yes.
understand me? And so once you're already in relationship with your brothers and sisters, of course you're going to be grounded, no matter where you
Mm-hmm.
go. So you
Yep.
shouldn't, there shouldn't be a worry or a fear that, oh, if I take my gifts and a talent to something secular, it will influence me. No, you are the one that has the spirit of God in you. So how can that be influenced by darkness? You are the one that will influence darkness. So let's not go there. I just wanted to address that when you're talking about. So please, so are you? But you're open to working universally anywhere,
Of course. Of
and you
course.
do, at least, except as long as you definitely have your values, and there are certain videos you will definitely not do, and there
Not
are
do
certain
it.
things you will definitely not do. And I think that is down to preference, and that is fair enough, and that should be, cool. So for you, what has been the challenges though, being behind the camera when you're in a crew and you're doing your media work? How many females are there behind the
Um,
scenes?
Basically, where I started working, I've
Yeah.
only had just two ladies that I've worked with. One is her name is Glorious, and she's there. She's
Oh,
also
hi,
very,
Glorious. I think I saw Glorious
very,
earlier on. Glorious
yeah,
came on early. I
very,
saw Glorious. Yes.
yeah. So, to be honest, she's actually, and I mean, Angie, she's an inspiration. Aside to
Wow.
I mean, that young lady inspires me. She really inspires me. Like, she's good at editing, and she's good at videography.
Hi,
Very.
Glory. Yeah.
She's really
So
good.
that
So
so behind the scene, there's only two of you.
there's two of us, yes. Myself and another lady, Favor, yeah. Just
So
three of us.
why do you think it is so? Why do you think a lot of more women are not coming behind the scene in media and things like that?
Basically, I think for me, I think people feel it's more like a guy's job, but I don't think media and especially handling camera is not a man's job because um, major times I would meet up majorly guys, probably guys that say, "Hi, how are you doing? What do you do?" I would be like, "I'm a videographer." You hear videographer, like you actually snap camera, like you carry camera. I say yes. It's fine there, like why
Thank
do
you,
you think?
Grace.
I say there. A whole lot of people think, oh, it's only guys' job. Guys have muscles for the camera, but then this is, I think this is just what you enjoy doing. And trust me, Angie, I love doing this. I can stay days, although I know I love food, and when I go on set, you already know that Hannah likes food. Then the only thing I know is if I'm hungry, I might not really execute the job properly, but trust me.
No, you need fuel. You need fuel for the brain, for the
But at the
creative
same
juices.
yeah, but at the same time, I'll be like, okay, I can actually endure. Like I can actually endure and be like, because this is what I love doing. That's just the truth. This is what I love doing. So,
No, that yeah, go
so
on.
ladies, so
I see
ladies who
I
are
see what Gloria said. Gloria said, bees in particular. Oh, they're outing you here now. Food.
so ladies, to be honest, I would everyone that is watching, if you're a lady and you want to do creative, like it's actually very easy, quite easy. The challenges are there. You get to meet some people in the industry that you're not pleased at their behavior or something, but let your eyes be on your goal and whatever a guy can do, you as a girl, you can actually do it, to be honest.
And that's not being um competing with a man and saying, oh, because a man
Nah,
can do it. It is just a statement.
of
If you
course.
have a passion to do something
Go for
and you
it.
want to do it, go for it.
Go for
Don't
it.
limit your you can't use your gender as the limiting factor. If
Exactly.
you're, you
Exactly.
know, and not to be intimidated. It's quite bold of you to just be two women behind all these men. You know what? It can be quite intimidating. So how does that come across sometimes? Have you had any challenges where you felt intimidated because you're the only female there or anything like that?
I've not really had that as a challenge. Being getting intimidated that I'm the only female there, no, because at the same point I'm a lady, but most times I do act like guys, like because I'm around guys, like most times I'll be like I'm actually riding with them. Because for
Yes.
me, even from higher institution, I've been this kind of girl. I think I like rolling with guys. I think I like rolling with guys. So it hasn't really been a challenge to me, like finding myself in the midst of guys. Nah. Like
And I like that. So you're still able to be feminine, and that still doesn't stop
yeah,
you from doing other things, because I see those nails and those nails are definitely feminine. So those nails, you know,
yeah,
those nails are
yeah.
definitely, you know, are definitely doing that. But for me, what do you think the industry needs more of? So definitely needs more women in here.
They definitely, to be honest, they definitely. I know
And
a lot of females are actually directors when it comes to um, Nollywood. We have a lot of females that are directors, and they are quite good. To be
so
honest,
female
they are.
directors, so you do have some women that are inspiring and in the back industry in the
Yes, yes. There are a lot of ladies who are directors, and they are quite good. They might not really be in charge of probably handling cameras or that part, but they are quite good directors.
So
A lot.
do you have your own business, or you're working for a company?
I'm
Or
working
do
for a
you
company.
have, so you don't have
I'm
your
working
own,
yeah,
so,
for
so
now.
you don't have your own business for now? If you were going to have your own business, what angle or what direction would you go?
I think I still want to remain, although I've not figured out if that is possible. But I think with the idea of being a camera girl, I know it might be possible. But however, no matter how big I become
I
in
would
the
prefer
industry,
I would prefer you said a camera person, because there's
yeah,
because
that's what I want to say.
a
I want
camera
to
person.
remain a camera person, no matter how big I become in the industry. I still want to have that camera because it gives me joy that most times I'm on camera because most times it connects and then my boss is viewing it or something. Then my boss is seeing my shirt, she's just hearing on the video. Ah, Hannah, it seems today you are not hungry. Oh. You say, ah, you are doing well. You are doing well. Then after the whole event or something, I will now come out, you now hear, Hannah, you actually tried today. That's nice. Because
So
at
wait,
some point when I joined
so
uni, you complain your shorts, your hair doing this, that. But right now you be like, you're improving, that's nice, and that gives me joy.
so
Yeah,
what
that gives
so
me
what so when you're putting a shot in, because when you're filming, you have quite a few things to consider. What do you consider? Because that's you are the one creating the story,
yeah,
basically.
yeah,
Is
yes,
whatever you put in front of us is what we will look at. So
yeah.
you are telling the story or giving us the image. So what is that for you when you're doing that? What's going on in your mind, or how's the process for you?
Okay, why creating these images? One, you have to actually consider for for me, I know it's not just about music video because basically in my company we shoot music videos and then we do other stuff by the side as well. So you consider your headroom and consider centralizing your images. I think these two are two of the basic things you consider. Then, while filming or while creating that image, you actually consider getting a good shot, focusing on your image, focusing on your subject. You call it subject, you can call it image. Focusing on your subject, getting a clearer picture. Then, your white balancing, ensure the camera is in white balance to get the exact color. The white balancing is like getting the exact color of that image or whatever the color of the light is. So these are the things you have to put into consideration. So by the end of the day, you also consider your audio. Yeah, you have to consider your audio because no good video without good audio works. Because if you have your good video and you don't have a good audio
Good
to
sound, yeah.
repeat what they are saying, it can't work. No way, it can't work. So your
You are,
lighting is
you,
also quite important. Your lighting is quite important.
so do you handle the lighting, or yours is just to record?
So
So
mine is just a record. But although I have a little idea about lighting, I have a little idea about lighting because I think a couple of times, no, I think sorry, a couple of times I've been sent to go and probably do an interview or handle a mini talk show. Then I went alone.
you do all the
Then,
setup.
yep, yep, yep.
So
So
are we looking at the media girl in the future having her own talk show or her
yeah,
own?
to be honest, I'm going to have a big talk show, and
Sorry,
um,
you got
I
cut off
think
there. What did you say? To be honest, what?
I say I'm going to have a big talk show because I have a lot, like a whole lot to tell to young people. Because aside me being a media girl, I've always I've always had this passion of inspiring young people, talking to young people. Yeah, so I still have a lot to tell young people out there. Also, I always want to interview people people that have inspired me, people that have actually watched them grow, people that have watched when they were nothing and then today they're actually doing great, probably media industry or whatever they are doing in these 4 walls of life. Like, I want to interview them. I want to hear them talk and inspire people. So for me, I'm definitely going to come in front of the camera and tell people out there to have an interview. So that's just.
So what's your 5-year goal? What's your 5-year plan? What should Annie what would Annie like to be doing in the next 5 years?
Yep. In the next 5 years, first, I want to own. I want to own myself. I want to own my own dream. Like, I want to do my own thing. I really
You want
want
to
to
own
do my own.
your own media industry, media studio.
Yeah. Because one thing about this creative and media service, I've, I think there was a time Tyler Perry posted. I think there is a time Tyler Perry posted something. So he spoke about how he, he moved to a country and then before you know
That's
it, he
okay too.
owned of his own. Yes, he owned his own stuff and the rest of them. Like, I've I've read that story on and on and on again because it's really, really inspiring. So I
Yeah.
can imagine myself, someone like there is this lady in Nigeria, Jennifer, the lady that does Jennifer's Diary.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, what's her name?
Yeah,
Akidele.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I know she has an estate. Every of our movie you see Amen estate or Amen estate. You see most times I think this is a couple of buildings added together that she normally shows everything inside the estate. Like, it might I think it's not the whole
I
of the
don't think
estate.
is it her estate? I don't think it's her
That's what
estate. No.
yes, I don't think it's an estate. Probably she have 2 or 3 buildings inside it that she have shoot everything inside that place. So you can imagine someone like her owning that estate. Just imagine, like,
So
it's going.
you have your own production studio, a production
Right
st
inside
what
there.
so what's the plan? What are you working? How are you working towards that?
I think for now,
Somebody
I'm
was
actually.
sorry to cut you. One of your friends was teasing you, said she wants to be married and have children. Is that a that's a goal? That's a
That's
goal.
a goal.
That's a
That's a
desire.
goal.
That's a good desire too. Nobody
Yeah,
says
yeah.
you can't do both of them. Funke Akindele is married with children and she's doing very
Of
well.
course,
Um,
she's very
so
well.
so that shouldn't stop you.
Who am I? Like, I
Absolutely.
should
No,
be.
just you are somebody. You are a child
Yeah,
of God. And
I'm
he
a
can
child of God.
and he will give you the ability. So if that's a
Yeah.
desire, but what are you doing working towards trying to achieve those goals? What
Okay.
what
For
what is
now,
what have you got in place? Like you're improving yourself. I know you said you're still learning you're still improving yourself on the editing. So you've got
yeah.
the filming. So what else is there something else you want to add into your repertoire?
Yes, this year I actually wanted to learn how to script write,
How
but
to what?
script writing, script
How to
writing.
write script? Yeah, script
Yes,
writing. Yes.
I actually want to learn how to do script writing because at the end of the day, even if I don't get to do my script writing for my productions, but at least I have a clue. When I give a script writer something to work on for me, by the time he or she returns it back, I will know, okay, this is actually right for me. I actually want to learn how to do script writing, and I've been building circle of friends that tomorrow, even if I start tomorrow, they are actually going to support me. They are going to support me in terms of probably getting, because not like immediately I'm starting there. By God's grace, it's possible that I'm starting and then I'm buying up properties, I'm buying up stores and the rest of them. It's actually quite possible. But at the same time, let's assume that I didn't get to acquire properties right on time, like not really right on time, like immediately I'm starting my production, whatever, and then I wasn't able to get properties. I could at least beckon on them for, okay, guys, babe, please, can I shoot in
So,
your apartment?
which is very important. So you have to have a good network of people that are
Yes,
your friends or people that are in the industry or in another industry that can support your industry. So you're
yeah,
creating that network now. So
yeah,
that's definitely important. That's
yeah,
definitely important to have people that are different creatives as well. So is it something that you're
yeah.
consciously doing? Is it something that you all are doing together and writing together? Because if you have somebody that's good at writing scripts and another person that's good at editing and another person that's that's doing lighting or production or screenplays, that's already a team put together.
That's what we are put together. Actually, this year I made it a point of like actually had it, not like I had it in mind. I started it. Every overproduction we go for or something, I ensure that I get to talk to people, exchange content. Like for me, most times I can be comfortable. I'm not really this hey. I just be calm and comfortable. But that doesn't mean I don't know what I want. And I know one of my friends will always tell me, anything you go for, Hannah, interact with people.
Yep.
So exchange contact. And this year actually started it off. Anywhere I go to, people that I know that's of creative minds, like even outside the creative industry, they do every other thing. But I found out that this person actually have this thing and it's passing me up. I'll be like, okay, I'll get to talk to the person. I'll get to like probably exchange contact or find out, oh, what's your Instagram handle? Get to
Yes.
follow you, get to watch what you do also, because tomorrow we might work together.
You
So
never know. Absolutely. It's like I was going to say, oh, it just skipped my mind now. It'll come back anyway. It'll come back anyway. So because you were saying about putting together like a production company and coming together and doing things together. Um, it's just the same way that we got talking and we started interacting,
yeah,
and
yeah.
some other things come out of those relationships and that interaction. So
Mhm.
it's like, oh, where's my brain gone? My brain's just gone off with me for a minute there. There was something I was going to ask you, and I've just lost it for a minute. So we've talked about your aspirations. We've talked about things that you want to do to progress forward. What did she say? I'm her first
My
artist.
friend party. That's the one,
So, so
yeah.
you see, so far I've seen the artist. I've seen definitely Tega is going to handle money.
Yeah,
Um,
take
so
it money and the
Tega can
booster.
handle money, and then Gloria is going to partner with you in the editing and that. We've
Yep,
got
yep.
Yvonne as the artist. We've not got the script. We've not got the script writer quite yet.
Yeah, not yet. Not
Not
yet.
yet. So we're so far so good. It's coming together. It's definitely coming together. You know. But honestly, but really and truly, what for me is that thing that yes, that's what I was gonna ask you. Is there anything that you can tell us that you were part of that you can, we can give you credit for that? Oh, Anne was part of that video or that movie. Is there anything that you were involved
Yeah, a whole
that you
lot.
can say? Because I know because you work for a company, but is there anything that you can actually say?
Yeah, yes.
Yes, Tega, I know you're going. Tega, definitely, I know you're going to handle the money. It's all right. I mean, to have something like wealthy Tega in front of your name, it tells me all I need to know.
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, yes. Yeah, basically, for for some of the videos that were shot, I've been part of it. Like, I actually got involved both handling of the camera and then also production assistant, because I think this year I missed that part. I've actually been learning um, production management. I've actually been learning it. Like, my boss has actually given me the opportunity to, okay, get to know this is how they do this is how they do this. Okay, get this done. So that's one of the things I've also actually learned
Learn.
this year. Production management, yes. So, but when it comes to videos that we've created, videos of Martin Obasi, the famous musician, yeah,
I think it
someone
is
that
it's
is
his it's his birthday today, so happy birthday to
yes,
Natural
yes,
Basti.
yep. So, um, videos for like party, videos for Sinach, the lady that sings, because basically my company is into music industry. So videos of someone like ADA, I don't know if you know her, um, Ada Ehmi, yes. Videos with
Ada, I know Ada. I know Ada. I know Ada. Yeah.
videos we created for her, videos we created for events. So those people and more other people that I can't really wrap my head around right now, we created videos for
But
them. Yeah.
you've got a good CV is what I'm trying to say. Things that you can attribute and say you were part of this and you're part of this and you're part of that. You were involved in the making of that video or involved in the making of that film.
Yeah.
What would you, but if you were going to start your own production company today, what would you like to, is it movies? Is it a screenplay? Or is it just videos that you want to focus on?
I think for me, I think I want to do movies. I want to do screenplays because I think screenplays, I don't really know. For Nigeria, they are really underrating screenplay, sorry. That screenplay, it really has a way of communicating a whole lot that people don't know. Like, it really, not like you know, most times screenplay can be you're watching it immediately, it's happening like right there and then. So people can watch the after of it. But I think I love screenplay. I want to really venture into um, filmmaking and then screenplay.
So what do you think of the
Music,
what do you think of the film industry in Nigeria right now?
they're really trying. In a scale of 1 to 10, I would say 7. Yeah. The film industry in Nigeria, they are really trying. Like,
What about the content? I'm not the content, the quality of films are getting better, but I'm
yeah, the
not sure
quality of
about,
film has gotten
the quality of storyline or the
better.
content or the messaging a lot of the time. Is
Yeah, a lot of them
the
have
way it
evolved.
portrays Nigeria is, for me, is
Yeah,
always exaggerated, and it's always on the negative side. I know there are negative sides of us, but a lot of people want to go to Hollywood in America because of the way Hollywood has promoted what America looks like. People have
yeah.
never been to New York and they think New York is a particular kind of way. And they think,
Mm-hmm.
so it's part of a tourist industry and selling the country. So for
Yeah.
me, it's about creating an image that is true, but you can choose to highlight what you choose to highlight. So for you, what kind of movies will you be involved in? Will you be trying to create
Oh,
or storyline?
storyline. Um, for me, I love history, and I think I really want to talk more when it comes to my storyline. To talk more of so many particular, probably Nigeria, although we are actually looking at global and every other part, but still in Nigeria, I want to still talk about histories of some some countries, some nations, if I'm to do global, yes. But aside that, my storyline should also evolve about my storyline should also be evolve about human rights, girl child education, all those stuff. I think I really want to venture into that. I really want to
So
venture
those
into
kind of
that.
socially
Yes,
social those kind of social issues. So
yes, social.
you said it twice now. So definitely do you have an initiative, because it seems like you have a passion for the young people and you have a passion for,
Yeah,
so is there an initiative somewhere in the background there somewhere to set up,
none for now.
or do you work
None
with
for
young
now.
people right now?
Not really. Although I might still start because one of my friends have always been, Tega have always been, not one of my friends, Tega has always been on the part of, you have to work with young people, you have to work, because he actually works with young people. He works
Okay.
with young people. So he has always been on the part of, you have to work with young people. This is what you have to do. So you have to do it. So probably the nearest picture.
Is Gloria still on? Would you like to bring? Do you want to share? Can I bring Gloria on?
You can't if she's still on. Yeah, you
Is she
can.
still there? Would she want to come on?
Um, let's give it a shot, but she'll really like it.
Let's
That's
see.
it.
Let's see if she's on. If Gloria's on, whether she'll take the invite,
Yeah.
because they have been great support, and I don't know how it works out. Hopefully, we can do both of you on at the same time. I haven't done
There
that
is no
before.
light.
Oh, okay, Glory. No worries. What about Tega? Where's Tega?
Yeah, yes. We
Where's
are very,
Tega?
you come on, like, just invite him.
Oh,
Whether it's
Tega,
like,
you can't come. Tega, you need to go and update your Instagram, or you can't come on live. That's the only reason. So you'll have to update your Instagram for it to work. Well, honestly, Anne, it's been absolute fantastic talking to you. We spent an hour the other day talking, and you're so much fun, and you're just a lovely, lovely person. And I'm just encouraged that you just keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing something different, and I know it's kind of difficult when you're doing something different to stay focused, because everybody else is going to be telling you you should be doing this, you should be doing that, but you are staying, you're staying true, and you're staying on that run, and you're creating a unique path for yourself, and you and Gloria. And hopefully you're going to encourage other young women
yeah,
to come on that path as well, and get used to carrying the cameras. And it's not, they should get used to it. It's all part of the creativity. But what would you say to a young person in school right now that is still deciding what do they want to do? Is this something you can advise them? Is there a future in this, or is there a way you yourself want to inspire people? So you've got a young person now, quite creative, does not know what avenue he wants to go in. I like the fact that you said that you started holding the camera in church. So it's really advisable to use in any place you are to get involved. I
yeah,
think that's the
get it.
first thing.
Yeah,
Get involved. And you
so,
then have those abilities to learn things quietly, and
yeah.
see and try them out. A lot of people that
Mm-hmm.
play instruments as well, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of them have said it's church, because they got the
Yeah.
opportunity to
Mm-hmm.
handle the instruments and make mistakes and have people around them raise them up. So I hope you're doing the same thing in your circle and encouraging other young girls to come on and handle
Yeah.
the camera and hold the camera and push them. But one last thing before we let you go, because today is a special person's birthday and we snuck you out from work.
Yeah.
Thank you to your boss for allowing you have this hour. So we thank
Yeah.
him very, very much. We don't take it for granted. We
Okay.
do
As
appreciate
well.
we do appreciate this. And that special person, we wish him happy birthday as well, sent from us. And I hope he has a fantastic day. We know he's going to. He's been a blessing to us in the Christian music industry in Nigeria. So today being the big 4-0 is an amazing thing. So we bless God for him. But before you round up, is there anything you'd like to just share, tell us, and look out for you for anything?
Yeah. Okay. You made mention of something. You said just get involved wherever you are. I think that's actually a big one for me because I think I remember, not I think I remember my process. And I will tell the story someday. I remember my process. I didn't become this good. Like, nah, I didn't become this good in one day. First, get involved wherever any young person is today. And I'll keep telling you, anybody that is watching me or somebody that is going to still watch this live video sometime later in the future or anyhow, get involved. Start from somewhere and learn not to envy.
Mm.
I remembered
Stay
when
in
we
your
were
lane. Stay in your
staying
own
your
lane.
I remembered when I joined my company, I met Glory. She's actually quite, Glory is actually quite a handful. Sorry, no, no, you're a handful, yeah. Then I was there like, how am I going to work with this girl? But most times when you don't know people quite good, you don't know where to step in and when to step out. Because everybody have their moments, and when it's their moment, try to step aside, and that's glory. Stress is coming from me, and that's glory. Like, she's actually an amazing person. When I joined, I met her, but while on the process, she's a sweet soul, like a sweet soul. But I remember one person that told me, learn this very fast, learn it very fast so that you outdo her. And I'm like,
wow.
is it like that? Like, is it that way? She might actually know what I'm talking about. She might not know, but probably she doesn't know. She will ask me about it later.
It doesn't. No, we're not. It's not there. The story is. Stick to the story. The story is you did not bring competition into the matter.
Oh, no competition.
And that's why I was asked. That's why I said to you earlier on, was because you're in a place in an industry where there was only two of you, so you're only two females. So
Yeah.
with you being only the two females there, you should be working together, not against each other.
Not against each other at all. And she's been someone that is open up to teaching you. If you're willing to learn, this young lady will teach you. That's her. So if you join anyway, you don't know it, just relax. Just relax. Take it step by
Humility,
step.
definitely humility.
Humility, yeah. Try to ask questions. It's not just you want to just do gara gara to pass everybody. No, it's not by gara gara at all. Just stay in your lane, portray humility, try to learn as you go. Because for me in this creative industry, I've been learning on the go. I have been learning on the go.
You do. You do.
So
You ask questions. You have to ask questions as you go along.
You ask questions because yes, being a creative is actually a gift from God, but you have to keep improving. You can't start as a mechanic and then let me just use a mechanic as a scenario. There's someone that started automobile, started fixing up cars, and then you're only fixing a Volvo car. The Volvo phase it has passed.
You have to learn to develop yourself.
Thank you. So learn to develop yourself. Watch videos. If you're a young lady that wanted to join us, I asked her, if you don't have passion to be a creative, you can't do it. Is it what you have passion for? If you have passion for it, then go for it. But if you don't have passion for it, trust me, it will be very difficult for you if you don't have passion. It's something that you have to make up your mind. This is what I want to do. This is what I love doing. This is what I have passion for. Because
I know, because a lot of times it's not that you're not going to get paid for it, but something that you're dreaming about, something that will take, and like you said earlier on, as much as you love your food, it's because you have so much passion and you have such an interest for it, you can find yourself just doing it and forgetting not to eat. And that is really where it should start from. And with that, there's dedication, and it's so sad that both of you and that's why I think those were one of the questions I wanted to ask, that the challenge is about just being the only females there. And I think you need to use that opportunity to encourage other females to come into that industry, to you be the example, and the relationship. I mean, I've seen the exchange, even the exchange we're having here now, and the way you're talking with Glory. There's no competition. You're partners in this field, and you're working together to do excellent and grow together. And I know you said that to me, not here, but privately when we've spoken, that you have learned a lot, and that you I think you even spoken to me about Gloria, that look, she's really good, and I learned from her. And there's no shame in that, because what is happening is you're both growing together, and you're both encouraging one another, and that's how it really should be. So yeah.
No competition. Just develop yourself.
Faith, I like that. Personal, somebody said personal development is very important. You have to constantly be improving. I like the fact you said things like you're improving on your editing skills, you want to learn script writing, you want to learn so many other different things, because it's part of your field. Even if you're going to pick one aspect of it, there's no harm in knowing the idea of how everything works. That way, it gives you a better picture for when you want to visualize something, because you know where the lights, like I was teasing you, I said, a lot of these things you're learning on the job. Okay, so today, I can't believe it, I set up in less than 30 minutes. I can remember when I first started doing these lives, it took me 2 hours. 2 hours, I was sweating and stressing out. Is this going to work right? Is this going to be right? You know? And you're learning on the job. And I'm learning, and I'm still learning. I still ask people questions. What can be done? How can I improve for myself? I didn't do it today, but my friend came on. I actually forgot. And he goes, "Oh, Angela, always remember to put the title," which I forgot today to put on. But it's those are the kind of things you need to continue to be allowed to be critiqued if you want to ever
Yes,
get better.
ever get it, because that's one thing about being a creative. You have to keep repeating the same thing, repeating it, doing it. That's when you get a master. Even if you're sleeping, you can actually like, okay, I can do this thing. I just snap of finger. You can actually do it. But if you say I will do it once and then you relax,
No,
or you know, the
no.
knowledge drifts away. The
That is
knowledge
why
drifts away.
the knowledge goes away. That is why in the future, when you then want to bill and charge people, that's what people don't understand with creatives. So you say, "Oh, come and film something for me," and you give somebody a bill, and they go, it's only for 30 minutes or it's only for 1 hour. They don't know that you're billing them. That bill is the experience that has taken you 20 years to learn.
Of
That
course,
bill. So,
of course.
so it's not just you picking up the camera today and just filming.
Uh-huh.
You have had to invest time
You
and
get
effort.
like, is it not just, it's not this thing that you just come and, it's not to carry camera.
It's
What's
just to
that?
carry
I'll be like,
That's okay.
wow,
Wow.
wow.
So, do you know what? If it's just to carry camera, please go get your own camera and carry the camera and do your own filming. And this is what I'm telling creatives, and this is what we're owning now. And a lot of creatives are owning this. Do you know what? This is my skill. I've invested in my skill, and I'm going to have to I'm not just going to give it away without value.
Mm-hmm.
And people
Mm-hmm.
only give, and you only get the value is what you decide, is how you decide to value yourself, people will take. So it's just something for you to remember when you're moving up in the future, and you remember those days, because you're learning it now. I hope you're learning that at work as well.
Yeah.
You're seeing that, how you bill people and
Yep.
how you charge people for business. So it's
Mm-hmm.
definitely something
But,
you're
but at the same time, for me, I don't really know, but for me, I think the business aspect of media is something you just have to by yourself sit down and say, I'm going to learn this, because you have to really understand how to charge people, how to do this thing, and you don't have to mix business with, okay, I'm charging you, madam, just bring 100,000 naira, let me just run this thing for you. No.
no,
If you're
you're not
billing, you bill
you're
and
not
know that you're going to give that person the bill, because we are creatives, most times they make mistakes. Some people that enter into creative industry, and some people actually spoil into creative industry, they feel like, okay, there's money in the creative industry, let me just go and be billing anyhow. And then you bill anyhow, then you don't get to
and you don't
deliver what
deliver.
you don't deliver it. So what's the need? So it's either you build as you're growing, you build as you're growing. Once your hand is stable at some point, you even talk 1 million. Anybody that doesn't want to pay you, you just take off your eyes. Sorry, that's my charge. Just sorry, that's
Absolutely.
my charge. And if the
Absolutely.
person thinks it's just camera that you're bringing, the person should go and buy camera.
I like that. It's true. It's so true. It's cameras are not cheap. So think about it. So if you're going to start your investment, just the cost of the camera that you're going to start your own business with, you need to be able to recoup that investment first before you start
And
talking about making a profit. You have to, at least first, you need to recoup that investment.
of course,
So,
of course,
so
and the
the,
gadget. The issue with even gadgets is, as time goes, they keep fading off. They keep moving. They keep fading off. Before you know it, black magic will bring out another one. Before you know it, Sonny is out with another machine. You'll be like, what? Please, are we going to buy this gadget at all? But trust me, God is gracious and kind. You'll still buy it when it's time. But
Absolutely. I look forward to you setting up your own with
because
your
I
with your
I will call you on video call. Hey, can you come and see your girl, see your girl?
trust me, before you call me, I'm sure Tega will let me know. Even before you find out, Tega would inform me about what's going on. I can guarantee you that. So no, but it's been amazing talking to you, sweetheart. Really, really have.
Yeah.
Please stay as sweet as you are, as malleable and open to receiving advice. I know we talked about, we're doing our coaching separately, but receiving advice and just growing. And I look forward to so many more amazing things happening in your life, and we will share it, and we will
Yeah.
be there to celebrate with you. So I'm going to
See you
love and
soon.
leave you. I'm going to allow
I,
you. What did you say?
he said I will put it on mega billboard.
I can
This
imagine.
this this slideshow, he almost did it on Insta blog. I say, oh, that calm down. Trust me, he almost went on Insta blog. He said,
That
should we
is
put
a
it on Insta blog?
that is a friend. That is a true friend. That is a friend that celebrates you just
Yeah,
because you are their friend. And those are the kind
it's
of people you
amazing.
should have around you. You should have
Yeah.
people that celebrate you, that don't need to even wait for you to be so far, boom, success. They are celebrating you even when you don't celebrate yourself. And those are the
Mm-hmm.
kind of people you keep around you. I mean, in
Yes.
my in my small age now, it's something that I've definitely learned. You know, the circle gets definitely very small. The circle definitely. Who's that? Is that somebody that you know? Michael?
Yes, that's my cousin.
You're asking what is happening. She didn't tell you what's happening. What's happening is we're having a nice chit chat with your cousin. you know. So I was saying the circle does get a little smaller as you get older, and you want
Yeah.
quality people around you. And when I say quality people, you want true people that will support you even when nobody can see that thing that you're doing. You want people that will celebrate you. I mean, I really, really, I mean, we've been saying it like a joke and it's a laugh, but you know what? I love the way Tega has behaved. He sent me a notice. I'm ready. I was like, wow. I mean, I need this kind of friend in my life. This kind of a friend that will just big you up, and you might just think, it's just a simple. I'm just gonna do a chat, and
You
he's
call
there
me
thinking,
yesterday. What's up? Are you reading at all? Is the light ready? He asked me today, basically, go and do makeup. You have to make up. This is a global platform for you. From here, Hannah, he prayed for me and sent me what they want me to post.
oh, Tega,
Everything.
Tega, I have to help you. Tega, you can't come on. What's good? Go on. I want Tega to go and reinstall. I want you to uninstall your Instagram and reinstall. That will update it. I need Tega on here because honestly, on a very serious thing, Tega has been an absolutely special person.
He has been an
Is
absolute.
Tega still there? Tell him to uninstall his Instagram and reinstall. If he does that, take a uninstall and reinstall and then come back in. Then you'll be able to come on.
Yeah, fast. I'm still here. I'm
Yes,
still here.
quickly. We still got a bit of time.
Yeah.
Yes, you still got a bit of time. Let's do that, Tega. And
So,
then
to be
because
honest,
that is what for me, I think that's more precious than gold when you have the right people supporting you.
around you,
Because
yeah.
it's amazing. I've had doing this has really showed up, you know, I'm quite intuitive. So there are things I see and I don't necessarily have to say anything. But you can see is when you start doing things, when people see, even you are saying, oh, I haven't even done anything yet. I'm still on the job. I remember I was teasing you. I said, look, I'm learning on the job. Where God is taking this, I don't know. But what I do know is I have a passion to celebrate others, my creativity, and use it as a platform, not just for the creativity, but as a point of celebrating, God's grace and God's hands in our lives. It's a platform. Use the platform, create content that is positive, that is healthy, that is wholesome, that is joyful, not just content that, is junk. So that is a passion. So, and then you see people, people are looking and they're not looking and they're not saying anything, because it's like they're not saying anything because they're looking to, they, it's strange. So then somehow you now find out who really is your friend, because it's not like you need anybody to celebrate you, but it's fantastic when you have your friends celebrate you.
Exactly.
Because if you one thing you learn is, don't rely on another person celebrating you for you to then do it, because then you're giving them power to be the ones to build you up and the ones to
Your
bring you down.
happiness. And
Your
at some
joy,
point, when you don't get it from them, you'll be depressed,
you
you'll be
don't, if
frustrated.
you, for me, any kind of compliment is like an icing on the cake. I already know who I am in the cake. If you know who you are, any compliment just becomes icing.
Top
It's
up, it's
neither
just top up.
it's neither there nor here. If the icing comes, yay, great, is received. If there's no icing, the cake is still good. Don't worry, we're good. So that's why I really wanted to have Tega on, because he's just an example of the kind of friend you need in your life. You need the friends that will celebrate. They will make you feel like a superstar. Even I started saying, hey, who is this Anna? Let me better go and check up who Anna is, because it seems like I don't know who Anna is. Because
That's true.
because the kind of bigging up Tega was bigging up, I'm like, man, I need this in my life. And it's really, really good.
Really, really, and it's really amazing. I know countless times I've already like I've given up. I'll be like, no, I'm not doing this again. No, no way, I'm not. You'll be like, calm down, calm down, calm down. Be like, just relax, relax, pray about it. Just be calm. Everything will be fine. I know anytime I feel like crying, aside my mom, because my mom most days, like if I call her, you'll be like, this girl, just carry yourself and come back now. So you stop crying. Since I don't want to disturb her, I'll just call Tega. Be like, Fire, are you done crying? Are you just done? Let's talk. What is the problem? We'll now talk, cheap. Before you know it, probably we end up praying and praying together, and then we'll be like, or encouraging me, be like, just relax, everything will be fine. So everybody needs a Tega in their life.
Everybody
Tega,
needs a
please come
Tega.
up.
I
Come
need
up,
it. I
come
need
up.
a Tega in my life right now. We're just waiting for Tega to install and uninstall right now. I mean, I need that kind of, because I'm one of those people that loves to cheer people on, and I think it gives me so much joy. I actually enjoy when people, you know, go into, when you see people shining in the thing that you see them in, and that is
Yeah.
the joy. So I'm just waiting, because we're gonna round up, but I really want to have Tega on. If Tega can come on, that would be fantastic. um so we can round up. I want to round up with Tega on today, because Tega has been your number one cheerleader. I have an initiative called the cheerleaders community that you know. So it's like, it's a mentorship, it's a one-on-one, encouraging people and building young ladies up, really, and just doing that through the identity of who they are, because your identity is first. Once you know who you are, everything else builds on top of that, you know. And it's one of the few things I do encourage girls to do, to have the right kind of people around you. You really are. Show me your friends, they say, and I'll tell you who you are. The people you spend, the people that are your influence in your right around you, those are the people that you reflect who you really are. Because
Exactly.
because people that love you and really care about you will be close to you. We all need a Tega. Yvonne, honestly, we all need a Tega in our lives.
Oh God. Oh,
Where
sweet
is
Jesus.
Tega right now? We need Tega on here right now.
Yeah. To be
Oh, it's
honest,
really,
there are people that really need to encourage you. If you have friends that encourage you, you share your issues with them, like them at least 5 and 6. Because one thing is, you don't make them your major priority, like you said. You don't have to make them your major priority. Of Without them you can't be happy. Because I think at some point in my life, sometime last year, I had a situation whereby I met someone like I want to hear compliments from the person and the rest of them. But once the compliment is not coming, I'm sort of depressed, and it shouldn't be that way.
No, it
Like
shouldn't.
your joy should come from inside of you. Just
From knowing
have
who you are, your identity, especially your identity in Christ, by knowing who your creator, what God has said of you is where your identity comes from. Once you know
yes,
that, and once you have that relationship, then everything else is an add-on, because it's not about being arrogant, and it's not that you're not going to have down days, but you're going to have that surrounded by the right kind of people that are going to encourage you, because they too are grounded in that same word. They too know their identity. So there's no competition. There's no I have in my old age, I have seen jealousy. I've never, I mean, I'm grateful to God, but I really do not know what it is to be jealous of another person. Sincerely, I don't know what it is to be jealous of another person. If there's something about you that you do well that I like, I would want to learn it. Tell me,
yes,
show me. Do you understand? But that I will have envy. I have seen envy and I can't understand it. And envy is such an ugly thing. It's very ugly. And the more I see it, it's really, and some people disguise envy with with advice. There are a lot of people that the only time they want to have a conversation with you is to advise you.
yeah, okay,
Because it keeps them, it gives them in their mindset that they are still a bit above you, that
above you,
there's still something about you that is not quite right. So that's like
yeah,
indirectly trying to still tell you that you're still something. So and I noticed that even recently. I noticed that I'm like, wow, the kind of people celebrating me, as much as I was saying this week has been like up and down, it's just been kind of bit down and whatever. But even in it being down, the kind of people that have celebrated me in this past week alone and just done the little gesture is that it's just encouraged me that you're not imagining things. There's only this kind of people you want around you, this close to you. And other people will show themselves for what they are. But you just find out that the more you seem stronger or appear stronger and not needing their advice, not advice. There's some people that just feel like unless they're telling you there's something wrong with you, they can't talk with you.
they can't talk with you. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So instead of just coming to celebrate you, they will say, maybe next time you should have done this.
This way,
And I'm like,
I think I
thank
don't. That is
I'm
not
like,
nice.
thank
Most
I'm like, it's not like I don't receive criticism, but you don't
yes,
normally say anything. So why should you be?
anything.
So why is it the one time you want to speak is to
It's
correct me,
always correct that person.
second me,
Who does that?
and something? So I'm like, so those are the kind of notice things that I use now as my, oh, okay, I see that. So those are the kind of things. So that's why I really want to celebrate Tega, because finally he's there. We got no Tega, it's not working. We'll do this another time. It's not working because I have to let you go because your boss has been very good to us. We told him 1 hour, so we need to let you go and work and be diligent and
Are you
do the.
serious? This is not going to earn.
It is going to end, but we will have our talks privately, definitely soon. But it's been an absolute pleasure having you on, my darling. I wish you all the best and, have a fantastic day. And everybody else, have a good weekend.
Thank you so
Ciao.
much, Johnny. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.